Hey, welcome to Tough Guys. On this episode, we're going to be unboxing and going through the process of putting together a 60-inch, 58-inch electric fireplace unit that we purchased from Home Depot. Quick disclaimer, it's not a how-to guide on step-by-step how to assemble this thing because these things come with instructions, but more of a what comes in the box, any special instructions that we'd like to give on the materials that are there. You know, you always have to do something extra to put these type of things together. And then once it's assembled, kind of showing how they work. These things cost a lot of money. Every hardware store sells them this time of year and they're super popular. So I've been really skeptical of this sort of thing, kind of feeling like they probably don't work that well. But we went ahead and bought one this year for our living room. So we're gonna put that thing together and not waste any time. We're gonna go in, open the boxes, see what kind of tools we need, and then come back out and grab what we need and get it put together. Package has arrived. This 3 boxes for this type of fireplace unit. The guy brought it off a pallet jack. So we're gonna get it loaded inside the house and opened up and check out what we've got. All right, Christmas vacation. Gotta have that on when you're building stuff. So 3 separate boxes. This looks like the firebox, and then there's a couple other ones. So we're gonna start by just opening them up and seeing what's inside of each box. So if you do order one of these, plan for a big package to arrive at the house and have somewhere to put it. So standard instructions. Muskoka. That's the name brand that I could not remember outside. Muskoka.
I'm ready.
So this stuff is all packed nice and neat. We could have gotten lucky, but it looks pretty easy so far. So we're gonna keep the boxes opening up here and see how they look as we start to put it together.
I'm ready.
All right, here's those first couple of pieces. They came out and they're actually partially pre-assembled. And this in particular model has kind of like a weathered finish. So if you see imperfections, don't freak out and think that the quality was bad. Overall, it's actually really sturdy. Looks like the top and bottom were in that first big box, and makes more sense now that they're pre-assembled why that box was so large. And then that's the back panel piece. So in this new box, this looks like all the tiny little pieces. So we're gonna go through and pull all these out and see what we got. All right, here's what was in that box. Looks like all the centerpieces and the glass doors as well. So everything came out, nothing broken. Everything looks okay. Happy with that so far. Top and bottom pieces again. And now the last piece here is these, the fireplace itself. So we're gonna open this one up now. Muskoka. I probably messed that up again, but more instructions, probably just for the firebox. Let's see. There we go. All right. So here's that piece. And let me free this up. It's actually not too bad. So looks a little wonky out in the main light, you know, the quality of the bricks and stuff, but let's give it a chance. Let's see once it's all the way together, see how it looks. Looks like it's got a standard power cord. It's like a remote control there hooked to it. So let's keep it moving. Christmas wall, Christmas deer. It's appropriate, right? Texas, Christmas, why not? What do we got?
Today we got some tools and we had this new TV set, so we have a new TV.
You gonna put it together?
Yeah.
All right. Let's show them what we got. So the instructions are actually pretty good, and everything is labeled. So A, B, C, D, E, and F. We've got the rigid cordless and just an assortment of tools I grabbed, just kind of in preparation. Got the mallet and some screwdrivers and some robo grips there to see if we can help put this thing together. If I need to run out and grab anything else, I'll kind of keep you guys posted. Otherwise, I'm just going to start putting this together. And like I said, it's not a full-on instructional guide. Just want to To one example of something we want to show on these sort of things. We read a lot of reviews that were, the ones that were negative were about stuff like I'm going to show you, is mass-produced stuff, manufacturing errors with screw holes not lining up. The screws go in, but if you are not patient and you have no experience with it, you just go driving it in with the screw gun and it's going to mess something up. So let me bring the camera down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see we've got two holes that are pre-done for the screws, and I don't know, you see how that hole is not lined up directly, so it's off to the side a little bit. So if you take this and you just put it in there, at first it doesn't want to, it's not catching on anything, so I actually have to move it over to the side and set it in place, and then it actually does catch. So stuff like that, I think, just people taking their time a little bit, use, hand tools when you can for this sort of stuff, so that you're not accidentally, just stripping out or over driving one of these pre-machined screws. Anyways, I just thought it'd be a good opportunity to show that off. So anyways, we're gonna keep going. We got the top piece set in place, but now we need to get the screws underneath put in. So I won't be able to shoot much video. I'm gonna get those screws mounted in through the bottom, and then we will come back and show you guys how it is done once that's all put together.
I'm Santa. Ho, ho, ho.
That's scary. This part we have, get out of the way. So on this part we have about 5,000 of these tiny little screws that have to put this whole back panel on. So you're gonna Santa's going to your school tomorrow?
You better make a list so you can give it to him.
I already made a list.
Did you check it twice? All right, so we brought the doors around to the front, and they are tempered glass. They've got the built-in hinges on there, and more stuff like this. People probably complain, crappy sticker placement, but stuff like that really doesn't matter, so don't let that stuff get to you.
A zap, but we have these and they're very glass, so be careful.
Be careful.
They do look very pretty.
So we've got the knobs to put on. You might think, wow, that looks really nice. That's a nice, good looking knob. Well, feast your eyes on that. So these are some old antique ones that we found at probably a junk sale or something. But I think that'll add a nice little look to this thing. And remember, this is an easy thing to switch out. It doesn't take a lot of effort. It's the same type of screw piece that would go on the backside. So you're not really modifying this at all, other than just putting a different knob on it. So give it a whole different look. Okay, so on these type of hinges, just a real quick tutorial, these screws would loosen up, and then the part on the hinge actually slides over this and underneath that screw, and that's how they attach. The front screw on the front of the hinge is actually the piece that you would adjust to adjust the way the hinge sits. But again, that screw would loosen and this thing just slides on there like that. And this actually closes really nice. There is a pad on the inside already built in. And again, that was that secondary screw in there that you move in and out, and it'll adjust the door. So nice soft close style. Feeling good. I don't think you're ready for how amazing this fake fireplace thing looks. I don't think you're ready, but we're gonna show you. Look at that. Oh wow, it's really hot too. I feel a lot of heat from it. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, because those buttons use this, I think.
I mean, it looks just like a real fire. I mean, it's almost like I'm inside of an actual fire. That's how real it looks to me. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah.
what do you think?
I don't think the wood looks like it.
Oh, I think it looks real. All right, so now that we've tested out to make sure the electric part works for the heater, we've got to mount it inside of here, and then we have to clean out this entire thing and switch it up to be the new unit. So 1, 2, 3, and just like that, it is in. So let's take a look. We got everything out, decorated, everything put away, and it looks good. And it does put some heat out pretty well. So far so good. For the money that we spent on this one, I think we spent about 300 bucks, maybe a little bit shy. Quality's pretty good. It feels sturdy. It seems to work okay. It gets really tight to the wall, which I like. It has kind of like a nook behind it that you can store all your cables in. And the look is pretty nice. So in our house, it seems to look good. What do you guys think? Just like a real fire, the background of the fire reflects into the room. They did okay with the log kit. It's not too bad. I mean, if you're expecting it to be a real fire, then maybe you should just buy a real fireplace. Got the dog beds out in front now. That way they can kind of hang out, get a little bit more cozy. Doggy approved. What do you think, Ruka? Is it warm? By the fire. So warm.
Hank, what do you think about the fire? You like it? Give me a high five. High five. Oh, there it is.
Also, it's really quiet. It doesn't really make much noise. So in the room, it's very quiet. I don't even know if it's gonna pick it up on my camera here, but very, very, very quiet. Okay, we got it done. We got it installed. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the build quality. No, it's not as nice as a piece of furniture you built yourself or as nice as having an actual fireplace in your house. But for us, it's a super old house. We didn't want to take the risk of putting anything in right now. We've talked about it if we're going to stay here long enough, putting in a real wood burning fireplace, but right now it's just not something we wanted to do, and we got a really good deal on this thing. I think they're normally about $500, maybe more. So we got it for like $280, I believe. My wife said for Black Friday. So you can find deals on these things if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's or other hardware stores that sell them. They're normally pretty expensive. So, you know, we're gonna test it a little bit more with it getting colder and see how the heat, you know, does out in the room. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it looks that bad. I think it looks okay in the room, and it does put out some good heat, and it's quiet. And it added storage. So there's a lot of positives for what it was. So anyways, thanks for watching, and hope you like this video and hope it helps you make a decision on something that you guys want to buy. Give us a like and subscribe if you like what we do, because we're really trying to grow the channel and make more videos and make more content, and we're having a really fun time doing it. So if you like what we do, subscribe and comment. Let us know how we're doing, or if you have ideas for things that we could test out. So see you in the next project.